Front Broadcasting Station.
The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by Bank West, Allied Plumbing, Beck Motors, Home Care Services, Venture Communications, Vilas Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, State Farm Insurance, CHS River Plains, and Xander Auto Parts.
Coming out the timeout, Elijah Bucci with the snap. He goes left side. Down to the end zone. He's in! Touchdown, Governors! They've got the lead with 8 seconds to go.
And by Wheelhouse Auto Body, Slumberland, SD7, Shane's Pharmacy, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First Fidelity Bank, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping.
This will be tapped over. See if the Governors again can take advantage of it. Waldron set for Cronin. There's your win. In set one, 32-30. Campbell Cronin with 8 kills in the first set.
And by Wagner Auto, Sanford Clinic, the South Dakota Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Envirotech, First National Bank, and Faith Lutheran Church. As the Governors get across midfield, LaRush now with some open space, looking to send one through forward for Aharts. It comes in, Aharts, he scores! Keith Aharts from LaRush, and it's a 1-0 lead. And by Cougar Climate Systems, River Bottom Sanitation, Rising Hope Counseling, Pizza Ranch, Olson Plumbing, Dakota Storm Roofing, Ferding Electric, James Valley Landscaping, Lamb Motors, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank. Sheldon will lose the ball. The Pierre Governors, they fall on it. They're going to the Dome. The Governors score with 8 seconds remaining, and they win it 14-9. And by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Missouri River Dentistry, Cougar Contracting, Karsten Erickson Roofing, Gales Gas, Edward Jones Financial, and First United Methodist Church. And now to the booth with the call of the game and the voice of the Pierre Governors, John Winkler.
Summit Activity Center for Yankton Gazelles Volleyball here on KYNT and KYN-TV. I am Braden Butler, and thank you for joining me this evening, not only on 102.1 FM AM 1450 KYNT as usual, as well as on KYN-TV, but we're simulcasting to our sister station over in Pierre. So big thank you to KCCR and your listeners in the state capital area for this Governors Volleyball matchup with the Yankton Gazelles. I will do my best to stay unbiased tonight, as I know that there will be a crowd on hand who might not like the rah-rah for the home team, but I will try my best. I digress. It is pink night here for the Gazelles, and it should be a fun one. If you're watching on KYN TV, you can see a little bit of pink flavor added into our usual pregame graphic, and it should be a great one this evening. Obviously, October is when a lot of that pink comes out for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so that is on the topic, or on the mind of a lot of people tonight. But volleyball is a great way to spend a Thursday night here in South Dakota. We're going to be broadcasting live tonight from your broadcast booth, brought to you by the Fairfield by Marriott and Holiday Inn Express here in Yankton. Get great rates and flexible reservation changes by calling either Hotel Direct. Once again, I am Braden Butler, and I'd like to thank you for joining us this evening for some Class AA volleyball from the Summit Activity Center. I want to give a shout out to our fans of the game as well, brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you are traveling to a home or an away game, be sure to fill up at Triple Time Rudy's out on Broadway Avenue. They're at 1606 Broadway here in Yankton. And that goes for Pierre fans who may be making the trip down here to watch the game. Fill up at Triple Time on your way back home. I keep saying it, but it should be a fun one tonight. This is a couple teams in the Gazelles and the Lady Govs of Pierre that are trying to steady the ship a little bit. The Gazelles have lost 5 straight. The Governors have lost 7 of their last 8. Both teams right now kind of on the edge of a Sodak 16 spot. The Gazelles in 15th, the Lady Govs in 16th. So this is one of those big matches against a team around you in the standings that both of these squads want to have in the win column to try to propel them to a potential postseason spot. We're going to talk more about that in a couple minutes. We're going to take our first break here, though, on KYNT and KYN-TV. This is your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee with a helpful smile in every aisle. We're coming back in 3 minutes to break down this matchup.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and
growing the local economy and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Planting for next year is right around the corner, but do you know how much nutrients your crops will need? Fall soil sampling with CHS River Plains can help you look at each field's nutrient carryover, provide you with a more accurate farm plan, and allow you to take a position on those nutrients needed when you see fit. Plus, it'll make your life easier next spring when the planters are ready to roll and you don't have to wait. Contact your local CHS River Plains agronomist today, and we'll get the pickup headed your way.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Vision at 800-300-1986.
Welcome back here live on KYNT and KYN-TV, simulcasting live on KCCR in Pierre as well for Yankton Gazelles Volleyball, taking on the Lady Govs of Pierre from the state capital. Should be a fun one tonight in our varsity matchup. Let's get into your matchup breakdown now, seeing how these two teams have fared in the season so far. We'll start with the hometown Gazelles, 4-12 coming into today's matchup. 3-3 at home, though, so not a large sample size of home matches for Yankton, but they do enjoy it when they get to come home and play in front of their home crowd here at the Summit Activities Center. 1-9 away from home. That includes road games and neutral site games as well. 0-5 in their last 5 matches for Yankton. Pierre comes in at 3-11 overall, 2-5 at home, 1-6 on the road, 1-4 in their last 5 matches. That includes losses in 7 of their last 8. Both these teams, talked about earlier on, trying to get out of some funks right now as we're nearing the end of the regular season. This is a battle of 15 against 16 in the Class AA standings, and as everyone knows, only the top 16 teams make the SODAC with a shot at eventually advancing to the state tournament. So right now, both these teams hungry for a win, and when you play one of these teams who's around you in the standings, it feels maybe, I don't want to say more winnable, but you feel like you got a better shot to go out there and pick one up against a team that is right now on your level. And these two teams are both fighting hard late in the season. Should be a great one tonight. It is pink night for the Gazelles. You can see a little pink on your screen on KYN TV, and I am 97% sure the Gazelles will be wearing some special pink jerseys as well this evening. Our scoreboard should reflect that as well once we get things rolling on KYN TV. We're going to go to another break here on the station. When we come back, we've looked at how these teams have done as a whole on the season. Let's look at recent history and how these two teams have matched up against each other when we come back. This is Yankton Gazelles Volleyball, KYNT, KYN TV, also simulcasting live on KCCR in Pierre. We're back in 3 minutes.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Is it time for a fresh look underfoot? Tired of worn out carpets or outdated flooring? Then you need to visit Country Carpet and Flooring in Pierre. We're your local experts for every style, from plush carpets and durable laminates to elegant hardwoods and luxury vinyl. Discover hundreds of options from top name brands, all with our friendly expert service. Visit Country Carpet and Flooring at 414 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, or call us at 605-224-9297. Country Carpet and Flooring. Your floor, your style, our expertise.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC. 224-6627.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
Welcome back here live inside the Summit Activities Center for Yankton Gazelles Volleyball, taking on the Lady Govs of Pierre this evening, Class AA action. We've talked about where both these teams stand in recent performances against other teams and where they stand in Class AA, but how they've matched up recently, it's been some pure dominance over Yankton since 2021. The Lady Govs are 4-1 against the Gazelles since 2021. Pierre's wins include a 3-1 win last year, a 3-0 sweep in 2022, and a pair of 3-0 sweeps for the Governors back in 2021 over the Gazelles. Yankton's one win was also a 3-0 sweep back in 2023, so a couple years ago now. I believe they were here for that match as well a couple years ago, right here in the Summit Activities Center, and that might be the last time Gazelles Volleyball has hosted Pierre here inside the Summit. So Yankton trying to break the recent run of form. Pierre trying to keep their dominance. Both these teams, of course, want to stay in the hunt for a SODAC 16 spot. Yankton comes in 15th in the standings. They got 38.75 seed points. Pierre comes in 16th in the standings. That's 15th and 16th. The Governors have 38.143 seed points. So two very close teams. A win today for Pierre could jump them above the Gazelles, and a win for the Gazelles could give them a little more cushion from the outside looking in of the postseason. Should be a lot of fun tonight here. The final sub-varsity match is wrapping up in front of us. Set one was a Gazelles victory. I believe this is the sophomore match. The Gazelles won set one 28-26. Yankton currently up in set two 23-19. And if Yankton gets to 25 before Pierre, that'll end the match. They're going to play two sets in sub-varsity. After that, about a 15-minute break, maybe even 20, and then we should go live for the varsity matchup. So looks like we're going to be a little late for our 6:30 scheduled opening serve between the Gazelles and the Governors, but we got plenty to talk about still to come here on KYNT and KYN-TV. This is your Hy-V pregame show. Hy-V, well, there's a hopeful smile in every aisle. When we come back in 3 minutes, we're going to look at some team stats for both these squads. Back in 3 minutes at the Summit Activities Center.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Ferding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Ferding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Ferding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your healthcare is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
That's it. Contact JJ Benji's in Yankton for more information.
Welcome back here inside the Summit Activities Center, and it is loud here inside the Summit. The Yankton High School band under the direction of Gwen Winish performing here, getting both squads. Well, the ideal scenario is get Yankton hyped up here as the home team, but playing some music as both teams get warmed up down below for our varsity matchup. Sophomore match ended 2-0. Yankton wins over Pierre, so the Governors looking to bounce back in the varsity match here in about just over 18 minutes. So we're streaming towards a first serve about 6:40, so not too far behind schedule, but still a little bit here as there is a young fan in front of the camera. I apologize there. I am set up away from our camera, so just a little kid having fun. As long as I'm not messing with anything, it's all right. But if you saw that on KYN TV, apologies there. This is your Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, there's a helpful smile in every aisle. It's time for your pregame stats in focus here on the station. Brought to you by Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. These are the Gazelles stats for the season on your screen. Gazelles averaging 17.5 points per set this season while allowing 22.4. That is a negative scoring differential of minus 4.9 points per set, and a lot of that's been as of late. The Gazelles, their 5-match losing streak, they've only taken one set. That was in a 3-1 loss to Aberdeen Central a couple matches back. As for the Governors, 16.8 points per set for Pierre, 24 points allowed. So that is a minus 7.2 points per set in the scoring differential. Both these teams obviously are down a little bit in the class right now, more losses than wins, so that's always going to skew those per stat metrics. But both these teams are hungry for some wins tonight. We've talked about both squads coming off of some losing streaks. In the Gazelles' case, 5 straight. In the Governors' case, 7 of their last 8. I guess the bright side for the Gazelles is prior to this 5-game skid, they had won 3 of their last 4 matches, including their last home match, which was all the way back on September 22nd against Vermilion. An interclass matchup ended in a 3-0 sweep for the Gazelles over the Tanagers. That's the last time the Gazelles were at home, so we'll see if they can keep the home streak going here today against the Governors. I am Braden Butler here on KYNT and KYN-TV, 102.1 FM and AM 1450. We're also streaming live a simulcast for our sister station KCCR in Pierre. Gazelles and Governors coming up in just about 16 minutes here on the station. We're back in 3 minutes to keep things rolling on the Hy-Vee pregame show.
I'm Cole.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut hundreds of crusts, and played hours of peekaboo and duck duck gray duck because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Carrie Bauman will help make it easy and affordable to help protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Carrie Bauman in Pierre today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, friends. This is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. We have many blessings to give thanks. A beautiful city on the river, helpful and encouraging friends and neighbors, and of course, our peer athletes. They're the reason for us being here, so let's help them out. I will be praying for our athletes throughout this season. I encourage you to join me in praying for their health and safety as well as their success, both on the field and in the classroom.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? If so, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that uses a personal touch to offer gentle dentistry, tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow the patients to feel comfortable. So whether it has been many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, your oral health is important. We invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local, family-owned, full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of heat-a-later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of heat-a-later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-a-later Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV, as well as streaming live on our sister station of KCCR in Pierre. It's time for your standings review for Class AA Volleyball. It's brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm. Mentioned it a couple times already tonight, but Yankton 15th in the AA standings, Pierre in 16th. Big match for both these teams as they want to punch their ticket to a SODAC 16 spot here in a couple weeks. And also, that's about a month from the SODAC, but still, I digress. And then eventually have a shot at the state tournament if they do get that SODAC 16 matchup. Looking at your standings from top to bottom, Harrisburg, the number 1 overall seed at 21-2 on the year. O'Gorman sits second at 17-3, followed by Brandon Valley in third. The Raiders of Rapid City Stevens are the first Western team to make their name on the list. They're in fourth. Sioux Falls Lincoln 5th. Mitchell, the Colonels, are in 6th with Watertown 7th. And Spearfish rounding out the top 8. Those 8 teams would host in the SODAC 16 if the season were to end today. Now let's get into the bottom half of that SODAC 16. Aberdeen Central would be 9th. Sioux Falls Washington currently 10th. Sioux Falls Jefferson in 11th with the Huron Tigers 12th. Rapid City Central's 13th, followed by Brookings, Yankton, and Pierre 14, 15, 16 to round out the top 16. Outside looking in right now for 4 teams in Class AA. Sturgis Brown in 17th, and they are 0.333 seed points behind Pierre. So this is a big matchup for the Governors. If Sturgis can get a win in their next match and the Governors fall today, that could jump the Scoopers into the top 16. T area currently sits 18th. They're not too far behind either. Sioux Falls Roosevelt 19th with Douglas rounding out the top 20. That is your Class AA standings. Here brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. We're going to go to another break, and when we come back, we're going to start talking about key players in this one today. So don't go anywhere. Still plenty to come here on KYNT and KYN-TV, as well as live on our sister station, KCCR in Pierre. We're back in 3 minutes from the Summit Activity Center.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Sports. Bring your crew to the ranch. We have hot buffet options, including legendary pizza, the country's best chicken, savory sides, nutritious salads, and delicious desserts. Perched right on the river, our Fort Pierre Pizza Ranch is only minutes from the South Dakota State Capitol building and right down the road from where the Pierre Governors play. The Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre. Go Govs! Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
Whenever there's a project that will make our community a better place to live, you're right there doing what you can to help. You volunteer because it's your nature to be helpful. All of us at First Fidelity Bank would like to thank you for all you do to make our community a better place to live. First Fidelity Bank, first-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating, 605-494-2001.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Welcome back here live from the Summit Activities Center in Yankton, South Dakota, as Yankton Gazelles Volleyball hosting the Pierre Governors tonight in a Class AA collision. So we're going to talk about keys when we come back, and we're going to start with your key players for the Gazelles, and that's players plural today. It's going to be Brenna Elwood and Elena Nelson. Your key players are brought to you by Missouri River Associates. And the reason I chose Elwood and Nelson is because Yankton runs a two-setter system. Both setters will need to be sharp tonight as they rotate through, setting the table for their teammates, no pun intended there, especially if Yankton wants to get back into the win column for the first time in almost a month. It's the 16th of October. Their last win was the 22nd of September right here at Summit Activities Center against Vermilion. As for the Governors, they're looking to get back in the win column in their own right. They did have a win on October 11th. They defeated Lennox, I believe 3-1 in that one. But 7 of the last 8 matches for the Govs have not gone in their favor. They're trying to stop that run of form and get back onto some wins here late in the season. Both these teams looking to steady the ship and build some momentum down the stretch. Looks like hitting drills are underway for the Gazelles, and Pierre will get their opportunity shortly as well. It's going to be a great one tonight from the Summit Activities Center. The band's got the people going, plenty of fans on hand. Some have even made the trip from the state capitol, and I know that is not the most fun drive to make, especially on a Thursday night, but do appreciate everybody coming out here for this matchup today. When we come back, we're going to talk about your keys to victory in this one, or just some key points to focus on here tonight. This is Yankton Gazelles Volleyball, KYNT, KYNTV, also simulcasting on KCCR in Pierre. We're back in 3 minutes at the Summit Activities Center.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 AM or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First and Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120. Sanford Health Pierre Clinic provides comprehensive and convenient care to Pierre, South Dakota and its surrounding communities. We care for all your health needs, including preventive care, pediatric health, annual checkups, chronic disease care, and more. Schedule an appointment today at 605-945-5560. Ask about our heart health specialist. Visit this clinic on the second Tuesday of every month. Sanford Health Clinic Pierre, 605-945-5560.
Is your roof ready for the next South Dakota storm? Don't wait till it's too late. For over 25 years, Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction has been serving Central South Dakota with quality roofing and construction. He has now added gutters. We offer dependable service, guaranteed workmanship, and no unnecessary flash or fuss. Just reliable protection for your home. Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction. Experience you can trust. Call today, 605-280-8133. Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction, serving Central South Dakota for over 25 years.
As the days get shorter and the air turns crisp, it's time to make your home the cozy retreat you deserve. Summerland's fall home sale is here. Find the perfect sectional for movie nights, a plush new mattress for a deeper sleep, and beautiful dining sets for family gatherings. 50% off list price is our lowest prices of the season, and they're happening now. Don't wait. Fall into savings at Slumberland. Visit Slumberland, 920 North Garfield Avenue today.
Explore more, adventure often, visit Yankton.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYN-TV, Yankton Gazelles Volleyball hosting the Pierre Governors tonight from the Summit Activities Center. I am Braden Butler. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday evening. Let's talk to your keys in this match. Let's talk about your keys in this match. I don't know if you can physically talk to the keys, but I can digress. They're brought to you by Vision Real Estate. Visit igotvision.com. I'm a professional, ladies and gentlemen. I can read the ad, I promise. But your keys tonight, number one, establish control early. This is for the Gazelles this evening. Establishing control early, but it really can go both ways for these teams, but I digress. But establishing control early is going to be huge. Yankton has only won one set during their 5-match losing streak. They need to come out, take a set early, establish some control if they want to get back into the win column. Number two is the athleticism for Yankton, and I have it here, athleticism over height. This is a fairly short team of the Yankton Gazelles here today that they use their athleticism more than height at the end of the day, especially at the net. They're outside hitters. They don't stand that tall. Berkeley Olson, the leading outside hitter for Yankton so far this year in terms of kills. She's 5'6". Tyann Bestie, who's up there as well as a freshman, she's 5'7". So it's athleticism over height that's big today for Yankton. And kind of with that, too, with Tyann Bestie being a freshman, it's going to be youth. Yankton has one senior on their roster and 5 juniors. The Gazelles are a young team. As they gain more experience at the varsity level, they're becoming wise beyond their years, but it's just kind of putting that together. This is a young team. You're going to see mistakes at times. You're going to see players out of place. It's about overcoming that, but also utilizing that. There is a sense of, they say ignorance is bliss, right? If you're an underclassman, you haven't as many experiences at the varsity level, sometimes you don't always understand the severity of a situation, and it can help you relax a bit in those situations. That's something to keep an eye on tonight, the youth for the Gazelles. We're going to take a break. When we come back in 3 minutes, we'll have your starting lineups and your opening serve from the Boathouse. Back in 3 minutes here at the Summit Activities Center.
Today's game is made possible by our great local sponsors like Kathy Sun and Shine Properties. Whether you're buying, selling, or looking for your forever home, Kathy and her crew are here to help make your move simple and stress-free. With local expertise and commitment to their clients, they are ready to go to work for you. Call 605-224-5588 today or visit contactcathy.com. Kathy Sunshine Properties, turning your dreams into an address.
This fall, Beck Motor Company, your Heartland Chevy dealer, is proud to support our local athletes and all the fall sports that bring our community together. At BMC, we're here to take the stress out of car buying and maintenance. Whether you're in for routine service or looking to drive home in a brand new Chevy, you'll find a team that's honest, helpful, and ready to go the extra mile. Beck Motor Company. We're making a great deal better. www.beckmotors.com.
Becky Potsaба and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
You know that feeling when you're exactly where you're meant to be? That's what it feels like to bank at First National Bank Pierre. We're not some big faceless corporation. We're your neighbors. We're the people you see at the grocery store, at the local ball game. We're committed to helping this community grow one person at a time. Need a loan for your new home? Or maybe you're starting that business you've always dreamed of. Our team is here ready to listen and help you find the right financial solution. Because at First National Bank in Pierre, we believe in hometown banking. Visit us at one of our 2 locations in Pierre or our Fort Pierre location. First National Bank, your hometown bank.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers 30-plus years of in-home support services to our local communities. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
Street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. You can see it if you're watching live on KYN-TV. We're also simulcasting live on KCCR and Pierre, but you can see that we were honoring Nora and Sabrina Kraske here at the Summit Activities Center, a pair of sisters who have been dominant in their careers as tennis players, wrapping up their high school careers with a doubles state championship at the state tournament just last week. It's time for your starting lineups here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Your starting lineups are brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. As I am doing my best to circle the starters here for these two squads. We'll start with the visiting Pierre Governors. Starting the junior setter, stands 5'6", number 1, Molly Olson. Starting at the outside hitter spot, the junior 5'8", number 4, Allie Keys. A senior setter and right side, Sloan Waldron, wears number 7. A senior defensive specialist, number 8, Alexis Schleckaway. Also starting the junior middle hitter, number 12, Alyssa Lowe. And the sophomore middle hitter, number 17, Addison Novotny. At the libero spot for the Governors is the senior Hadley Hart. Governors wearing their green uniforms with black stripe down the side, black numbers and letters, and white trim. Now for the Gazelles and their starting lineup. The freshman defensive specialist, Jordan Kuderup. She's going to get the start as the libero today. Also going to start the freshman outside hitter, number 8, Tyan Vesti. The sophomore middle hitter, number 9, Ellie Drotzman. The sophomore middle hitter / right side, plays a little bit of both. Madison Gikaisen will wear number 10. Nora Schramm, the freshman middle hitter, wears number 12. Junior outside hitter, number 15, Berkeley Olson gets the start. And the freshman setter, number 16, Brenna Elwood. Pink jerseys with white numbers and trim for the Gazelles. Both teams' liberos are wearing white today for these squads. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. Yankton Gazelles volleyball taking on the Pierre Governors. It's pink out night here at the arena. For those of you, if it's your first time ever tuning into volleyball, welcome. It's a lot of fun. First team to 25 wins the set. First team to 3 sets wins the match. If they do go to a 5th set, it's first team to 15. Student section getting fired up, led by a couple of Yankton High School athletes down there. I saw Tate Bestie, Owen Eidsness, and I believe that's Byron Jimenez out there as well. We're getting the squad fired up. Going through the usual pre-match changes here. Brenna Elwood goes back to serve, so it will be Yankton's serve to start things off. Yankton on the right side of your screen as you watch it on KYN TV. Pierre on the left. Opening serve here from Elwood is up and over. Dug out by the Governors. Front set goes far side, poked over, saved by Elwood. Yankton immediately goes out of system. Kudera to Olsen, and that is down for the first kill of the match for Berkeley Olsen. That's an out-of-system set there, too, from Jordan Kudera. She's credited with the assist. Elwood to serve again. 1-0 Yankton leads the Governors. Bump set, far side for Pierre. Sent over by Keys. Now here's Olsen. Second kill attempt of the match. Nothing doing there. Out of system, have to go to the Govs. Keys again. Dug out by Kudera. Front set, middle of the net, and out of play. And it looks like Schramm was arguing that it got tipped, and it did get tipped at the net. So Nora Schramm beats the block and gets the kill. 2-0 here. Yankton leads in set number 1. Serve up and over for Brenna Elwood. Dug out by Hart. Bump set. Goes far side. Blocked to the net by Schramm. Pushed over by the Governors, and they're going to say, might have been too much of a push there. Double hit. Didn't pick up the official ruling from the judges, but it's a point for Yankton. Their third of the match. They lead 3-0 here in set number 1. Serve dug out by Hart. Bump set goes far side and put away. First point of the game for the Governors. And the serve goes to Pierre's side here as well. That's Allie Keys on the kill, her first of the night. And the way they've been trying to set her up early on, most likely will not be the last. Libero Hart goes back to serve, tips it over the top of the net, dug out by Kudera. Bump set, Elwood goes in the back line there to Bestie, trying to send it over. Met at the net. Keys was going for the kill, and she's able to beat the block. A little bit of a change-up there. Just kind of tapped it off of the Yankton defense and out of play. So a kill for Keys. Second one of the match for her. It's now 3-2. Yankton leads by 1 in set 1. Popped up by Bestie off the serve. Kudera with the bump set. Looking for Gukaisen. Sent over. Front set, middle of the net. Pierre. Kill confirmed for the Governors. That's Novotny, the sophomore middle hitter, getting involved in the middle. And we're all tied up at 3 here early on in set number 1. Serve up and over, popped up by Kudera. Bump set, Elwood to Schramm. Saved away. Here's Olsen with the set. Looking to beat it from the back line. Dug out by Bestie. Front set, Elwood, near side. Olsen put it away. 4-3, Yankton back on top. Big kill there for Berkeley Olsen. Second assist for Brenna Elwood as well. Berkeley Olsen, after that kill, gets to go back and serve. 4-3, Yankton leads here set number 1. Serve up and over, dug out by the Governors. Back set, Olsen looking near side. Dug out by Elwood. Yankton's got to go out of system. Kudera with the bump set. And that one puts it away. It's the second time tonight Yankton's had to go out of system, and it ends up in a kill. This one put away by Tyann Bestie. 5-3 your score now. Yankton leads in set number 1. Olsen goes back to serve. Her serve gets up and over and down for an ace. Let's take a look at that one again. Your Vision Care Associates replay. Olsen just put it in the perfect spot in the back line. Governors weren't quite ready for it. And it just sits in between two defenders in the back. Olsen serves again up and over. And that one down again for another ace. Back-to-back points for Yankton. They lead 7-3 here. And Berkeley Olsen has been getting points in any way she can. 2 aces, 2 kills in this opening set. Responsible for 4 of Yankton's 7 points. Her serve this time dug out. Almost a hat trick of aces. It will be as they can't return. Another point for Berkeley Olsen and the Gazelles. They now lead 8-3 over Pierre. Still set number 1. But this is what we wanted to see from Yankton. Talked about in the pregame, a key of trying to take control of the game early. Olsen with the serve. 4th straight point off of a Berkeley Olsen serve. 9-3, your new score. And Berkeley Olsen now up to 6 points in the opening set. Gazelles got 9 total. Serve up and over from Olsen. Out of system go the Governors. Bump set and into the net. Can't return there for Pierre. An attack error leads to a point for Yankton. We're going to get a timeout taken. Timeout's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. We're going to come back in 30 seconds and keep things rolling here from the Summit Activity Center. Back in 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley. If you are a crime victim, there is a way you can stay updated on your case. Crime victims can access the statewide Automated Victim Information and Notification System, or SAVIN. This free service provides victims with important criminal information and notifications. For more information, call 1-844-299-4608 or go to savin.sd.gov.
OSD.com.
Quick break out of that timeout. Once again brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Berkeley Olsen to serve again. Her serve up and over, and that one's too far. So Pierre back on the board for the Governors. But a long run of serves there for Berkeley Olsen proved to be fruitful for the Gazelles. 4 points directly off of her serves. 10-4. Yankton leads here in set number 1. Serve up and over for the Governors, dug out by Kudera. Back set, Elwood looking far side to Schramm. Joint effort between a couple of Governors there, but Waldron and Schleckaway could not get there. 11-4 your score. Schleckaway and Waldron, both with great effort. Second kill of the match for Schramm. 3rd assist for Elwood. Serve up and over for Yankton, and not able to return over for the Governors. Another point off a serve, 5th time tonight. And we're only 16 points total into the opening set. 12-4, Yankton now leads over Pierre. Back to serve again goes Jordan Kudera. Kudera aiming for the back corner. That one dug out by Schleckaway. Kill attempt, blocked at the net, but falls on Yankton's side. Able to beat the blocker there for the big kill was Marina Bushbaum. Bushbaum, a 5'9" junior, putting the Governors back on the scoreboard here. 12-5 your score. Yankton up 7. Serve over. Front set. Elwood looks near side. Gets past the blockers there for Ellie Drotzman. First time tonight we're calling her name. And she's on the scoreboard with her first kill. Yankton now leads 13-5 over Pierre. Lola Keenholz checks in, the senior. She replaces the junior Allie Keys on the floor. Back to serve here for Yankton goes Elena Nelson. She just rotated in with Brenna Elwood. So Elwood out, Nelson in. The Yankton runs this 2-setter system. And here's Nelson on the serve. Up and over, dug out by the Governors, falling back to Yankton's side. And a little bump set there from Nelson. Trying to beat the block was Yankton, but they can't get it down to the floor. Sent over by Pierre, popped up by Olsen. Bump set, Nelson looking near side, beats the block and gets the kill there for Tyann Bestie. Her second of the night, the first assist for Nelson. And Yankton now up 14-5, commanding lead here in set number 1. Elena Nelson goes back to serve again. Nelson gets her serve over, dug out by Shekaway. Back set, looking near side for the Governors, and that's going to be a kill for Bushbaum. Her second of the night already. It was Shekaway on the assist. This is the defensive specialist. So Prunty goes back to serve. 14-6 your score. Yankton returning fire, blocked at the net. As Gracie Gutzman on the kill attempt. Now go backside to Bestie, and Bestie this time beats the blockers for the kill. Went near side at first. Pierre shut it down. Gotta go far side. And Bestie puts it away. 15-16. Yankton back up 9. Bestie goes back to serve. Serve up, over, and too far. Service error leads to a point for Pierre. 15-7. Governor's going to take the serve back as well. Substitution being made here. Molly Olson checks in. She replaces Bushbaum. And Olson goes back to serve. Her serve gets over. Dug out by Bestie. Set to Olson, and that one went out the side of her hand. Went outside the antenna. An attack error leads to a point for Pierre. 15-8. Governors closing in a little bit more here on Yankton. Still the opening set of our match. Braden Butler here live on KYNT and KYN TV. That one leads to a point for the Gazelles. Or excuse me, for the Governors. 15-9 your score. Another serve over in Yankton. A little bit of a scramble drill. They just push it over to reset. Olson with the front set. Middle of the net. Hits off of a blocker. Kudera saves it. Now a set middle of the net for the Gazelles and put away by Gracie Gutzman. Gutzman, the senior, the lone senior on this Gazelles squad. She was assisted by Elena Nelson on that one. Her second for Nelson. Check that. That's Nelson's third. 16-9 your score. Serve goes into the net. Make it 16-10. Hallie Wortman checked into the game for a moment for the serve. The serve ended up as an error, so a serve now for Pierre. Serve up and over here from Shekaway. Front set. Nelson goes near side. Berkeley Olson beats the initial block. And they're going to give the point to Yankton as well. An infraction called against Pierre. So make it 17-10. Yankton on top by 7. Brenda Elwood checks in. She'll go back to serve. She replaces Elena Nelson. Madison Gukaisen checking in as well for the Gazelles. And serve from Elwood goes off of the shoulder of Keys. And Pierre isn't able to return. So a point for Yankton off the serve from Brenna Elwood. Elwood goes back to serve again. 18-10. Yankton leads here set number 1. Gazelles took control of this set early. Pierre's been trying to battle back. Olson with the back set. Going near side for the Governors. That one's out of play. And it's ruled that it wasn't tipped at the net. So an attack error leads to a point for Yankton. 19-10. Gazelles on top. A lot of power on that shot, though, from Waldron. This one popped up. Bump set. Goes far side to Keys. Saved away. Yankton goes out of system. Kudera. Bump set. Middle of the net. Bestie aiming for the back corner. And out of play. Just over the line. 19-11. Yankton up 8 on the Governors. Hadley Hart, the senior libero, serve. Her serve popped up by Kudera. Bump set Yankton, and Schramm just sends it over and out of play. There was a lot of miscommunication there between the Gazelles. A couple different players out of position. At least to a point for Pierre, one of the easiest ones they've gotten so far tonight. I don't think they'll complain too much. 19-12, Yankton on top by 7. Pierre trying to form a rally here late in set 1, and that might be the way to do it. Service ace for Hadley Hart. Governors on the board again, 19-13. Yankton up 6 in the opening set. Hart goes back to serve again, trying to recreate her last one. Left-handed serve, popped up by Kudera. Out of system, Olsen sets to Schramm, sent over and saved away. Olsen now, this is Molly Olsen, sets up Keys, but no kill there. Berkeley Olsen sends it over for Yankton. Out of system go the Governors now, set to Keys again. Little change up there, and it's gonna work. Allie Keys, for the third time tonight, puts her name on the kill sheet. 14th point of the opening set for Pierre. Timeout taken on the floor. This one taken by the Gazelles. We'll take it with them. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Yankton leads set one, 19-14 over Pierre. We are back in 30 seconds here at the Summit Activity Center.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? At Vilas Pharmacy, we're committed to providing the best for your healthcare needs. We offer competitive pricing on all your prescriptions, ensuring you get great value without compromising on quality. Conveniently located right here in Pierre, getting your medications is always easy. Plus, you'll experience truly personalized service from our friendly and knowledgeable team. We're here to help you every step of the way. Make the switch to a pharmacy that puts you first. Visit us online at vilaspharmacy.com or call us today at 605-224-0907.
Welcome back here, KYNT, KYN-TV, also streaming live on our sister station, KCCR in Pierre. Big thank you to all the Governors fans tuned in tonight, listening to this matchup between the Gazelles and the Governors at the Summit Activity Center. Out of the timeout, Yankton leads by 5, but Pierre gaining momentum, and they're going to, able to get it over there. No, it was Kudera slid under the net as she went diving for that one, so they can't return fire for the Gazelles. 19-15 your score. Yankton now holding on to only a 4-point lead. This was just an 8-point lead a few moments ago. Serve up and over for Hadley Hart, dug out by Kudera. Bump set from Olsen, out of system, goes to Bestie, saved by Hart. Molly Olsen, back set, looking near side for Pierre, dug out in the back line by Bestie. Elwood with the back set, far side, sent home and put away. Madison Gukaisen on the score sheet. 5th assist for Brenna Elwood, and it puts 20 on the board for Yankton. They lead by 5 here in set 1. Serve is into the net for Berkeley Olsen. A long run of service for Yankton. Last time Berkeley got the serve. Not the same tune here. Immediately back to the Governors. 20-16 your score. Waldron to serve, up and over. Dug out by Bestie, and that one's going to be an ace for Waldron. Sloan Waldron, the senior, trying to lead her team on a comeback here in set number 1. Yankton only leads by 3. The Gazelles were out in front early. Pierre refusing to go away. Owen dug out in the back line. Bump set by Elwood. Goes near side. Bestie beats the initial block, but saved by the Governors. Back set. Waldron was looking for Bushbaum. Can't get there. Gukaisen now on the kill attempt. Too far. Attacking error. And we got a 2-point game here at the Summit. Yankton only up 2 on the Governors here in set 1. Timeout on the floor. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling, and we're going to take it with them. Yankton leads Pierre 20-18 here in the opening set. We're back in 30 seconds here on KYNT and KYN-TV.
James Valley Landscape and Solutions, creating breathtaking spaces. All because of them, with 40 years of experience and the best landscaping team in the business, hire them to create spaces unimaginable. For a career with great benefits and a rewarding salary, let them hire you. James Valley Landscape and Solutions.
20-18 your score here in set number 1. Yankton leads Pierre, but the Governors have all the momentum. Back-to-back timeouts have been taken by head coach Taylor Stacy of the Gazelles. I see the Bucks freshman football team walking back into the building here. I believe they were playing Sioux City East today, so if anybody has the final result for that game and my number, send it my way. Back set here from Elwood as we come back to live action, and Gukaisen's kill attempt is blocked at the net. And the way they're celebrating, I believe that was Addison Novotny on that one. Big block for Novotny. And now it's 20-19, only a 1-point differential. Pierre has battled almost all the way back here in the opening set. Elwood set, middle of the net. Schramm has her kill blocked. Elwood set, goes further this time to the near side. That time it's put away. Tyann Bestie with a little bit extra on that one. Let's look at it again in your Vision Care Associates replay. The initial kill attempt from Yankton in the middle of the net was blocked, saved. Elwood goes back with it, near side antenna, and Bestie with just a power shot to put things away. 21-19, Yankton leads Pierre. Serve up and over, dug out by Hart. Here's a set from Waldron, goes middle of the net, saved by Kudera. Elwood, near side, looking Bestie's way again. It worked last time and it works again. 22-19, Yankton. Couple points back to back after a long run from the Governors. It's Bestie's 5th kill of the match, 7th assist for Elwood. Serve up and over from Kudera, too far. Just misses that back line. That was a close play for that back judge. 22-20 now. Yankton up 2. Governors with the serve again. It's up and over by Keys. Dug out by Kudera. Bump set. Elwood goes far side. Looking for Tyann Bestie. Beats the blockers. Gets the kill. It's Bestie's world right now in this set. We're just living in it. Her 6th kill. The 8th assist for Brenna Elwood. Those two, a couple of freshmen, are linking up very well. Elwood's going to check out here. She's replaced by Elena Nelson. Gukaisen checks out as well. Gracie Gutzman in her place. Bestie, Olsen, Drotzman, and Kudera out there with her. On the serve, 23-20. It's up and over. Set, middle of the net. Waldron, kill attempt blocked by Gutzman. Now sent back over by the Governors. Back set. Nelson looking for Drotzman. Saved away. Big dig in the back line by Kienholz. Set near side. Governors get the point. Big kill there. And it belongs to Bushbaum. Her 3rd. 23-21. An exciting opening set so far between the Gazelles and Governors here on KYNT and KYN-TV, as well as simulcasting on KCCR over in Pierre. Serve up and over for the Governors. Dug out by Olsen. Back set. Nelson looking far side to Bestie. She's been the one that's got it working here late on in this opening set. Pierre sends it over to reset the defense. Nelson set. Bestie takes a little bit off the top on that one, like a good changeup in baseball. And we have set point here in the opening set. Tyann Bestie, her 7th kill of this set. The 5th assist for Elena Nelson. Yankton 1 point away from taking set 1. Back to serve goes Tyann Bestie. Bestie serve up and over. Diving save made. Pierre able to return. Dug out by Kudera. Nelson set. Middle of the net. Looks for Gutzman. Beats the initial block. Pierre gets it over. Drotzman was trying to put it away, but ends up putting it into the net. A little error there for Drotzman. That one was just floating back to the Yankton side of things, and it's a game of inches, a couple more inches, and we might be talking about an opening set victory for the Gazelles. 24-22 your score. Cross court set. Pierre tries to push it over, blocked by Gutzman. Sets up again. Gutzman sends it back home again. Pierre able to return one more time. Nelson set, middle of the net. Gutzman a 3rd time. This one puts it away, and that's the last point of set number 1. Let's watch that final point again on your Vision Care Associates replay. Yankton takes set 1, 25-24, or 21-2, excuse me. Beautiful rally from Pierre trying to save it, but the set, middle of the net, Gutzman with the big swing and puts it away. Gracie Gutzman had 2 kills in that opening set. The biggest one for the Gazelles makes it a 25-22 opening set victory for Yankton. When we come back, we'll have your intermission break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're back in 1 minute, just 60 seconds, and we're back here at the Summit Activities Center.
Radon. You can't see it, you can't smell it, but this radioactive gas can pose a serious health risk. Don't take chances with your family's health. When you get a home inspection from Thorpe, you have the option to add professional radon testing. This isn't a home box test. This is testing thoroughly and accurately, giving you a clear picture of your home safety. You get your results immediately. No hassle, no waits. Don't settle for less. Ask for professional radon testing as an add-on or just call for the radon test. Thorpe Home Inspection. Your safety, our priority. Call today for your home's radon test. 605-301-9211.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV, also simulcasting live on our sister station, KCCR in Pierre. Gazelles take set one, 25-22 over the Governors. Looking at your first set stat recap, 3 kills led the team for Pierre by 2 different players. Marina Bushbaum had 3 of her own, and also having 3 was Allie Keys. Aston Novotny had a kill as well as a block for the points for Pierre. As for Yankton, 7 kills led the way for Tyann Bestie. 6 assists for Elena Nelson, only one up by 8 assists from Brenna Elwood in that opening set. Berkeley Olson credited with 4 aces as well. Your stat recap for the opening set of this matchup here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Stat recap brought to you by Mayor Signs. They're on 4th and Broadway here in Yankton. Back to live action for set number 2. Yankton leads 1-0. They're announcing the winners of the raffle here before the game. It is pink out night. PA man Justin Brunick gets a high five from Giselle, mascot here. First serve of the second set up and over. Pierre on the serve. Cross court set goes far side. Well, near side as our camera sees it on KYN TV. And Nora Schramm puts it away. Opening kill of set number 2, assisted by Brenna Elwood. Olson to serve as Yankton leads 1-0. Gazelles went on an early set run with Berkeley Olson's serve back in the opening set. Out of system here go the Gazelles. Schramm sends it over. Dug out by the Governors. Waldron with the cross-court set. Looking for Keys. Puts it away for the kill. Big kill there for Allie Keys. Her first of the second set. Ties us up at 1 each. Serve up and over. Dug out. And a ball is rolling on the court. And we're going to redo that point as a ball start rolling out on the court. That's dangerous. Still 1-1. Serve up and over. Dug out by Yankton. Here's a set. Goes middle of the net. Berkeley Olson attacking from the back line. Can't find a home. Now Keys with a kill attempt. Too much on that one. Leads to a point for Yankton. 2-1. Gazelles lead the Governors. Kudera to serve here for Yankton. Gets her serve up and over. Dug out by the Govs. Middle of the net set. Looking for Keys. Beat the initial block, but saved away. Elwood, back set. Far side. Looks for Gukaisen. Dug out in the back line by Shekwe. Out of system, go to the Gazelles. Kudera with the bump set. Looks for Bestie. Saved again. Falls back to Yankton's side, and Ellie Drotzman had an attacking error at one point in this one. Doesn't have it there. That's a point for the Gazelles. Serve up and over. Back set here for Pierre. And blocked at the net. Combination. Bestie was there as well as Drotzman. I'm going to credit that block to Bestie. (4-1) Yankton leads. Serve up and over here in set number 2. A little fake set there from Olson. And they're going to say it was an infraction against Pierre. You're going to lead to a point for the Gazelles. 5-1. Yankton leads here early set 1. Molly Olson caught the Yankton defense napping on that one. back when I was in college at the University of South Dakota. There's a setter for the Coyotes, Madison Juergens, who used to do that move quite often. Fake the set was a way to get points for her. Olsen trying to do that there. Here's a back set from Olsen, and that's blocked at the net and sent back for a point for Yankton. (6-1) now, Yankton leads. Jordan Kudera to serve again for the Gazelles. Her serve gets over. Dug out by Olsen. Cross-court set, Waldron. Saved by Berkeley Olsen. Elwood goes near side with the set. Looking for Tyann Bestie. Too far on that one and out of play. The attack error leads to a point for Pierre. 4-point advantage here for the Gazelles in set number 2. They lead 6-2 on Pink Night. Serve up and over by Waldron. Elwood with the set and put away for the kill by Gukaisen. Big one there for Madison. Gukaisen gets the serve back for Yankton and now makes it 7-2 for the Gazelles. Their advantage by 5. Serve up and over here from Elena Nelson. She just rotated in. Back set, Waldron looking near side to Keys. Dug out by Yankton. Set up to Gutzman and just sends it away on the second hit. But can't get the kill. Keys sends it over. Popped up Kudera. Front set, middle of the net. Nelson looking for Gutzman. Whistle blows. Net infraction. Leads to a point for Yankton. 8-2. Gazelles lead here in set 2. Serve up and over from Nelson. Dug out by Hart. Set, middle of the net, sent over. Saved by Olsen. Front set from Nelson. Near side was looking for Bestie. That one saved away. Waldron with the cross-court set. Looks for Keys this time. Big dig from Olsen there and tried just to punch it over at the net did Elena Nelson, but couldn't get it there. Into the net for an error. 8-3 your score. Yankton up 5, but serve goes back to the Governors. If you're tuning in late here on KYNT and KYN-TV or our simulcast on KCCR, Gazelles wearing pink tonight. They're on the right. Governors on the left. They're wearing green. Set goes near side for the Govs. Nothing doing there. Bestie set up this time. And that dig went all the way back to Yankton's side of things. Nelson goes a little closer this time to Drotzman on the far side of the net. Can't get there. Olsen digs out the kill attempt from Pierre. Set to Gutzman, saved away. Back to Pierre's side. Popped up by Berkeley Olsen. Back set, Nelson looks Ellie Drotzman's way, and that one's going to go in for a kill. 9-3 your score. Good rally between the two squads there, but the third kill of the match for Ellie Drotzman. And another assist for Elena Nelson. She's up to 7. We saw this happen in the opening set where Yankton was able to get out to quite an advantage early on, but Pierre battled back late. Gazelles trying to avoid that. Pierre trying to finish the comeback here in set 2. Set to Gutzman, too much on that one, goes out of play. And the Gazelles are arguing got hit at the net, and they rule it did get hit at the net. So it wasn't too much on that one for Gutzman. It was the perfect amount. Her third kill of the match. 8th assist for Elena Nelson. 10-3 your score. Yankton on top of the Governors. Serve goes up and over. Dug out by Pierre. Gets over off the dig. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera with the set. To Drotzman, nothing doing. Cross-court set. The Governors now out of system. Saved by Kudera off the kill attempt. Near side. Berkeley Olsen. That one's over the back line, and it didn't touch off a Governor on that one. 10-4 your score. Gazelles up by 6. Sierra Prunty, the junior outside hitter, checks in for the Governors. She replaces number 17, Addison Novotny. Junior in for a sophomore for the Govs. Serve up and over, dug out by Olsen. Here's a set. Nelson looks far side. Tried to push it over Ellie Drotzman, but not enough on it. Another point for Pierre. Governors with a serve again, 10-5 your score. Too much on that one from Prunty. Serve up and over here for Yankton. Actually, a point got taken off for Pierre. It says 11-4 here at the Summit. So 11-4 your score. Blocked to the net, but falls on Yankton's side. That's going to be a kill for the Governors. It belongs to Shekaway. Now it's 11-5 here on KYNT and KYN TV. Serve up and over, diving save made for Bestie. Set to Olsen, blocked to the net. Combination of a couple Governors there. Now they go back line to Bestie on the set, still blocked at the net. And now set middle of the net, this time blocked by Yankton. And that one's going to be a point for the Gazelles. Alyssa Lowe was there on multiple blocks for the Governors, but it was 12-on-12 violence in the middle of the net as a block from Nora Schramm is what leads to a point for Yankton. Say 12-on-12. They're both wearing number 12 for those at home. Elwood with the serve up and over. Dug out by Keenholz. Cross-court set goes far side. Blocked at the net and another point for Yankton off of the block. Schramm in there again, and Gukaisen was there as well. 13-5. Yankton up 8. 13-6. Must have fixed it from earlier when they took a point away from Pierre. 13-6 your score. Serve or set goes up and over, just getting it over to reset the defense there for the Governors. Punched over by Gukaisen, but into the net. And net infraction is going to lead to a point for Pierre. 13-7 your score. 6-point lead for Yankton in set number 2. The Gazelles do lead this match 1-0. Serve up and over here for the Governors. Set, Elwood goes near side. Blocked at the net. Lowe was in there as well as Waldron. Gukaisen just sends it over to reset the defense. Cross-court set. Bumped up and over by Keys. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera with the set. Looks for Bestie. And Bestie, that one went off a defender in the back line. So tie-in. Bestie gets credited with a kill. And Jordan Kudera, jack of all trades. She's up to 5 assists in this one as the libero today. 14-7, Yankton doubles up the Governors here in set number 2. And that will change immediately as Olsen's serve goes too far out of play. 14-8 your new score. Yankton up 6. This 4-6, 4-7 deficit has been most of this second set so far. The Governors trying to battle back. Serve is dug out by Kudera. Front set, Elwood goes near side, looking for Bestie, beats the block and gets the kill. Big kill there for Tyann Bestie. A little quiet to start the second set, but she's now up to 9 sets, or 9 kills, 2 in the second set. We will not have 9 sets tonight here at the Summit Activities Center, I promise. 15-8 your score. Yankton with the serve back again. Kudera's serve up and over. And almost gets down for an ace. Pierre able to get it over. Elwood with the set. Middle of the net, pushed over by Drotzman. Diving save made by Olsen. Keys with the kill for Pierre. Big kill there for Allie Keys. Her 5th of the match by my count makes it 15-9. 6-point advantage for Yankton here in set 2. Governors with the serve again. It's up and over from Waldron. Bump set. Elwood looks for Bestie. Blocked at the net. Saved by Gukaisen. Bump set from Olsen. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera just sends it over. Almost ends in a point, but a diving save made by Shekaway. Kudera with the save. Bump set. Elwood. Gukaisen sends it over to reset the defense. Set. Back set. Near side for the Governors. Blocked. Here's Elwood going to Bestie. She just blocked the kill attempt, but she can't get that one to fall. Goes over the back line for a point. Governors within 5 here in the second set. 15-10 your score. Yankton on top. Kudera can't control the serve, and that is an ace for the Governors. Big ace there for Pierre on the board again, cutting the lead to 4. Back to serve again goes Waldron after her ace, and that's going to be almost another ace, but Yankton able to save it and send it over. Bump set, far side, Keys pushes it over, saved by Berkeley Olson. Elwood with the bump set, going near side. Bestie somehow saves that one. What a save from Tyann Bestie. Still scrambling for the ball, both teams. Elwood to Kudera, lays it up to Bestie, sent back, saved. We're still going. No, there was an inadvertent whistle. Nobody's going to get the point. There was an inadvertent whistle from the official. Let's go back on your Vision Care Associates replay, see if we can see that save from Bestie. Elwood sends Bestie almost into the scorer's table and still managed to get it in play. Towed the line a little bit, but 15-11 your score. All that effort ends up in nothing for either team. And honestly, the way both teams played, neither team really deserved to lose that point. Back to live action. Governors on the attack. Keys with the kill attempt, saved by Olson. Elwood set from the back line. Comes Berkeley Olson and gets the kill. Yankton now leads 16-11 here in set number 2. Big kill there for Berkeley Olson. Her 4th of the match, 1st of the 2nd set. Elena Nelson checks in. She goes back to serve. She replaces Brenna Elwood. Gukaisen checks out as well. She's replaced by Gutzman. Serve goes too far and out of play. A service error leads to a point for Pierre. 16-12 your score. Governors within 4 of the Gazelles. Serve up and over. Dug out by Bestie. Set middle of the net. Nelson looks for Drotzman and finds a home on the hardwood. Ellie Drotzman with a big kill there. 17-12. Yankton back up 5. 4th kill of the night for Ellie Drotzman, 3rd of this set. 9th assist tonight for Elena Nelson. Bestie back to serve. Goes up and over, and it gets down for an ace. Tyann Bestie really doing it all tonight. Got 9 kills, a block, and now an ace. 18-12 your score. Yankton on top by 6. 6 points ahead of the Governors, 7 points away from taking the set, and that one goes off the antenna for a service error. Roller coaster there in the last couple serves for Bestie. Gets the ace and a point, but then gives that point right back with the error. 18-13 your score. Yankton up 5 on the Governors. And serve into the net, right back for Yankton. Service error there was Sierra Prunty. 19-13 your score. Yankton back up 6. Checking in Hallie Wortman. She'll go back to serve. Serve up and over. Wortman. Too much on that one. A service error makes it a 5-point differential. Serve goes back to the Governors as well. Wortman takes a seat. Kudera comes in to replace her. Serve is over from Olson. Almost an ace. Yankton able to save it. Kudera sends it over. Front set, middle of the net. Olson looking for low. Diving save from Kudera. Nelson goes near side. Looks for Berkeley Olson and gets the kill. 20-14 your score. Yankton up 6. 2nd kill of the set. 5th of the match for Berkeley Olson. Elena Nelson on the assist. Her 10th of the night. She takes a seat. She's replaced by Brenna Elwood. Gutzman checks out as well. She's replaced by Gukaisen. Yankton 5 points away from taking a 2-0 lead in this match. Cross-court set. Pierre just forced to send it over and reset. Dug out by Kudera. Set middle of the net. Schramm beats the initial block and gets the kill. Scramble drill there for the Governors, but not able to corral it. Brenna Elwood goes back to serve. Yankton up 7. 21-14 here in set 2. Serve dug out by Hart. Olson with the set to Waldron. She just sends it over. Bump set. Elwood looking far side. Gukaisen, and that one finds the sweet spot in the defense. And Yankton now up 8. With that kill by Madison Gukaisen. Timeout going to be taken by Pierre. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds. Yankton leads set 2, 22-14. Back in half a minute.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Welcome back on KYNT and KYN-TV, also simulcasting on KCCR over in Pierre. For those tuning in late, Yankton leads 1-0 over the Governors, and the Gazelles 3 points away from taking set 2. They got a 22-14 advantage in this second set. Timeout was just taken by head coach Kerry Wheelhouse for the Governors. And off the serve, it's going to be an ace for the Gazelles. Second ace of the match. Second ace of the match for Brenna Elwood. 23-14 your score now. Yankton up by 9. Serve up and over, dug out by Hart. Bump set out of system go the Governors, and Hart sends it over out of play. Can't return there for Pierre, so 24-14 your score. Yankton with set point now here in the second set. And it's going to be a service ace that gets them to take set number 2, 25-14 in this second set. Big win there for the Gazelles, now 1 set away from taking a sweep over the Governors. The final service ace belonged to Brenna Elwood. When we come back in 1 minute, we'll have your set break here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Yankton leads Pierre 2-0 heading into set number 3. We're back in 60 seconds.
Planning for next year is right around the corner, but do you know how much nutrients your crops will need? Fall soil sampling with CHS River Plains can help you look at each field's nutrient carryover, provide you with a more accurate farm plan, and allow you to take a position on those nutrients needed when you see fit. Plus, it'll make your life easier next spring when the planters are ready to roll and you don't have to wait. Contact your local CHS River Plains agronomist today, and we'll get the pickup headed your way.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
You're great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Your set break brought to you by Avera. Through 2 sets of volleyball, Tyann Bestie currently leads the Gazelles with 9 kills. We got 4 for Ellie Drotzman, 3 for Madison Gukaisen, 4 for Nora Schramm, 5 for Berkeley Olsen, and 3 for Gracie Gutzman. 4 blocks for Yankton as well. 2 for Nora Schramm, 1 for Gukaisen, and 1 for Bestie. 11 assists leads the way for Brenna Elwood, followed closely by 10 from Elena Nelson. Also 3 aces for Elwood in this one. As for the Governors, Allie Keys leads the team in kills. She's got 5 so far by my count. Marina Bushbaum has 3 in this one. Looking ahead to set number 3, Yankton in control of this match, but they can't rest on their laurels. It's a Pierre team that if you give them an inch, they can take a mile. Yankton wants to secure the sweep here in this third set. Leave no doubt. In the end of this one, and Pierre trying to start the reverse rally. It'll take a reverse sweep for the Governors to win this one. Heading into set number 3, Yankton to serve. It's Brenna Elwood. Her serve up and over, dug out by Hart. Here's a set from Waldron. Cross court, goes far side to Keys. Diving, saving the back line by Bestie. Back set, Kudera. Olsen's kill is blocked at the net. It's a point for Pierre. Governors taking their first lead here in set number 3, albeit just 1-0, but I believe Yankton took the opening point of the first 2 sets. Pierre trying to get a rally going to start things. They put it on cruise control. Set middle of the net. That was Novotny on the kill attempt. Nothing doing there. And can't return fire there for Yankton. Elwood's set was a little too high for Nora Schramm. And couldn't get up and get it. When she tried to punch it over, just hit the top of the net and fell back to her. 2-0. Yankton trails Pierre here in set number 2. Serve up and over. Set, and just pushed over the net by Gukaisen over her head. Kill attempt saved by Elwood. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera set up Olsen, nothing doing. Blocked at the net there on the Keys kill attempt. It was a combination of Gukaisen and Schramm. And Schramm got a piece of another block there, but it still ends up in a point and a kill for Pierre. Early 3-0 lead here for the Governors. I believe that was Novotny there on the kill. Her first of set number 3. And Yankton trails Pierre 3-0 out of the gates here in set 3. Serve up and over, dug out by Kudera. Bump set Olsen out of system and blocked at the net. Elwood now with a set to tie in Bestie as Yankton tries to reset. Nothing doing there. Pushed over by Molly Olsen. That's going to go down as a kill. I talked about it a little earlier on. When I was at USD, I saw Madison Juergens do that a lot. Good friend of mine, shout out Tavin Carncross, called it a dagger into the heart of the defense, and that's exactly what it was there for Molly Olsen and Pierre. They lead 4-0 here in set number 3, but Gukaisen able to get a point back. Soft touch on the kill there, her 4th kill of the night, puts Yankton on the board for the first time in set number 3. Berkeley Olsen to serve now. 4-1 your scoreline. Set, middle of the net. Kill attempt there for Keys, and kill confirmed. Allie Keys, her first kill of this set. Makes it 5-1. Keys up to 7 kills by my count. Pierre up 4, serve up and over, dug out by Bestie. Elwood with a set, looking Bestie's way, back near side. Saved away, bump set, Waldron looking for Keys. That's been the go-to for Pierre tonight. Bestie on the kill attempt, nothing there. Waldron gonna front set, middle of the net. Novotny, diving effort from Elwood, and that's Novotny with the kill. Addison Novotny on the set from Sloan Waldron. And Waldron back to serve now as Pierre leads 6-1 here in the 3rd set. Flip of the script of the opening 2 sets. Make it 7-1. Waldron with the ace. And a timeout going to be taken by the Gazelles. We'll take it with them. Timeout's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Yankton trails Pierre 7-1 in set number 3. We're back in 30 seconds here at the Summit Activities Center.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Was talking a little earlier on about the freshman football matchup. I believe it was Sioux City East for the Bucks, and Yankton did end up winning that freshman game, or so I have been told. So congrats to the Bucks freshman team. I believe that was their season finale for the freshman squad, coached by Jason Savvy and Alex Topol. And that serve goes off of a Governor and bounces away. Point for Yankton off of the service error. Back to serve goes Jordan Kudera. Dug out by Hart. Front set goes far side. Left-handed kill attempt there from Bushbaum. Gets set up, looks for tie-in Bestie, but too much on that one, goes out of play. Attack error for Yankton. Serve goes back to the Governors. 8-2 your score. Serve goes up and over. Pierre able to save away the kill attempt. Try to send it over, but blocked back in the net by Gukaisen. Shuckaway was just trying to send it over the net to reset the defense. Gukaisen didn't like the thought of that one and returns it right back to her with a block at the net. Back to serve goes Elena Nelson. Her serve is up and over, dug out by Pierre. Back set, looking near side, blocked at the net, and that is not going to be a point for the Gazelles. Pierre able to get it over. Gutzman on the kill attempt, nothing doing there. Cross court set for Pierre. Governors out of system, saved away. Now Yankton out of system, and they can't return. That point's going to belong to Shuckaway. And 9-3, Yankton now trailing by 6 to Pierre here in the third set. Prunty comes on to serve for the Governors. It's dug out by Kudera near the net. Service ace for Sierra Prunty. Yankton now trails Pierre 10-3. Every set so far has had a moment where the scoreline is 10-4. Gutzman puts it over. Able to save it away, though, for the Governors. This set will not have a 10-4 moment. 10-3, make it 11-3, and Pierre goes up 8, their biggest lead of the night in any set. Yankton looking like they're going to just regroup and try to set up for set 4 as Bestie sends it over for the kill. Nice little sidewinder there for Tyann Bestie. Her 10th kill of the match. Elena Nelson on the assist, her 11th. 11-4 your score. Yankton down by 7, but they lead the match 2-0. Serve up and over. Dug out by Hart. Bump set. Waldron, little miscommunication there for Pierre. Saved away by Nelson. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera sets up Olsen. Knocked away. Waldron with the back set. Looking at the net for Bushbaum. Nothing doing there. Nelson with the set. Middle of the net. This time for Gutzman. Scramble for the ball. Nothing doing. Gracie Gutzman puts it away for the Gazelles. Yankton now down 11-5. 6-point deficit. Serve goes into the net. Make it a 7-point differential. Service error leads to another point for the Governors. And Pierre's really come out strong in this third set. You can see teams at time. You forget, these are young athletes. These are 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds. And sometimes it's easy to roll over when the cards are not in your favor. But the Governors have not done that in set 3. But Gracie Gutzman able to put Yankton back on the board as they set it up to her quick, fast, and in a hurry. Makes it 12-6. Pierre doubling up Yankton here. For the first time tonight, we see Maddie Smith check in. She goes back to serve. And her serve goes into the net. Smith will check out. Kudera will come back in. That error leads to a point for Pierre. 13-6. 7-point advantage for the Governors. Shuckaway serves up and over, dug out by Bestie. Back set, Nelson looking for Gutzman. Almost got it there, but dug out by Hart on the sliding save. Lowe sends it over, saved by Kudera. Front set, goes near side. Olsen beats the initial block. Back to Berkeley Olsen. Saved again by the Governors. Attacking from the back line, here goes Pierre. Too far out of play. Bestie pulled off at the last minute, and that gets a point for Yankton. 13-7 your score. Gazelles down 6. Gukaisen checking in. Elwood checking in as well. They replace Gutzman and Nelson for Yankton. Elwood on the serve. Up and over. Dug out by Hart. Olsen, front set, goes far side, looking for Keys, saved away. Back set this time, Elwood looking at the far antenna, and Gukaisen puts it away for the kill. Fifth kill of the night for Madison Gukaisen. And Yankton makes it a 5-point differential here in the second set. As the 13th assist for Brenna Elwood. She's back to serve. 13-8 your score. Dig by Keys, and Lowe just sends it over to reset. Dug out by Kudera. Front set, middle of the net, looking for Schramm. Blocked by Lowe and sent right back home. Alyssa Lowe with a big block there. Puts Pierre back up 6 here in set 3. 14-8 your score. Serve, tips the top of the net. Little pancake save there from Kudera, but it's gonna be an ace anyway for Hadley Hart. Her second of the match by my count puts the Gazelles down 7. Pierre leads Yankton 15-8. Braden Butler here this evening, live on KYNT and KYN-TV, streaming live on KCCR as well. It's back-to-back aces for Hadley Hart. I know the Governor faithful back in the state capitol got to be happy with how they've come out in this third set. They're doubling up the Gazelles, 16-8. 8-point lead for Pierre. Serve up and over from Hart. Dug out by Olsen, but nobody's able to get there and save it. Hadley Hart with another ace. She's now up to 4 on the night, 3 straight. Puts Yankton in a 9-point hole. 17-8, Pierre on top. Can Hart do it again? She will do it again. 5th ace of the night for Hadley Hart. Yankton down 10. Timeout taken. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling here in Yankton. 18-8 your score. Pierre up 10 in the third set. We're back in 30 seconds here from the Summit Activities Center.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Back to live action here on KYNT and KYN-TV, as well as live on KCCR and Pierre. Serve up, over, and too far. The run had to come to an end at some point for Hadley Hart. That timeout used by the Gazelle is almost like icing the kicker in football. Berkeley Olsen out to serve for Yankton. 18-9 your score. Gazelles down 9 in the third set. Set middle of the net goes to Keys. Saved away. Elwood. Cross-court set goes to the near antenna. Bestie tried to get it in there, and she did. Diane Bestie with a big kill there. Leading the team tonight. She's up to 11 kills. Brenna Elwood, her 14th assist. Berkeley Olsen, her serve into the net. The error leads to a point for Pierre. 19-10. The Governors 6 points away from taking their first set of the night. Looking at recent history between these two teams, 5 matchups since the start of the 2021 season. 4 of those have ended in sweeps. 1 of them was a Gazelles win. 3 of them were Pierre wins. The lone non-sweep was a 3-1 victory for the Governors just last year. Bestie sends it over for the Gazelles. They look to reset. Middle of the net, popped up and put away for the Governors. Big kill there. Addison Novotny makes it 20-10. Serve goes too far and out of play for the Governors. So a service error leads to a point for Yankton. The Gazelles looking down the barrel of set number 4. They lead 2-0. They'd love to make a comeback here in the third set and wrap this thing up with a minimal amount of drama. But here's Kudera on the serve, up and over, and unable to make the save. No, they do make the save. What a play for Pierre. Governors able to scramble drill. Elwood to Gukaisen, blocked at the net, falls on Pierre's side for the kill. Great defensive effort for the Governors. Scrambling, saved an ace, but point still remains all the same on Yankton's side at the end of things. Governors able to send it over by Hadley Hart. Dug out by Olsen. Set middle of the net. Looking for Drossman was Elwood. Saved away. Bump set. Out of system go the Governors. That one knocked up by Olsen. Now Yankton's got to go out of system. Pushed over by Drossman to reset the defense. Kill attempt. Tip the top of the net. Back set. Elwood. Gukaisen tries to push it over. Blocked to the net. Out of play. It's a point for Yankton. As Allie Keys, got up for that block, but it lands out of the zone of play for a point for the Gazelles. 20-13 your score now. Serve from Kudera is up and over, and almost an ace there. Hadley Hart struggling back to her feet as she just sends it over. Elwood, cross-court set, near side to Bestie, blocked away. Elwood off the dig, goes off the official for a point for Pierre. 21-13, Governors up. That was Novotny there, as well as Bushbaum were both at the net. Serve up and over, dug out by Kudera. Elwood, near side set, was looking for Drossman. That one's off the net. And now Pierre 3 points away from taking their first set in this match. They lead 22-13 here in set number 3. Elwood, back set, looks for Gukaisen and drops it in perfectly in the back line. 22-14, Yankton trails by 8 now. Off that kill from Madison Gukaisen. She's up to 8 in this one. Gukaisen will check out. Elena Nelson will check in. Brenna Elwood checks out. Gracie Gutzman checks in. So it's Gutzman, Bestie, and Drossman right now on the front line. Kudera's the libero. Back to serve and set things up is Elena Nelson. And off the serve, it's a point for Yankton. Elena Nelson, her first ace of the night, makes it 22-15. Yankton at one point in this set was down 10. It's now down to 7. Still got a long way to go and short time to get there. Set middle of the net. Beats the initial block, but saved away. Back set. Nelson looks for Drossman, and that's going to be a kill for Ellie Drossman and the Gazelles. Her 5th of the night. Another assist for Elena Nelson. Yankton starting to sow some doubt, but they have to be darn near perfect. Pierre's only 3 points away from taking set number 3. Elena Nelson, her serve. Dug out by Hadley Hart. Front set. Goes far side. Saved by Kudera off the kill attempt from Shekaway. Bestie now with a kill attempt. Blocked at the net, but goes out of play. It's a point for Yankton. 22-17 your score. Gazelles down 5 and a timeout taken. We'll take it with them. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Yankton trails by 5 in set 3. We're back at the Summit Activities Center in 30 seconds.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYNTV, simulcasting live on KCCR and Pierre as well. Did have a little issue during that break. Lost our video feed for a second, but got it back up and moving. So do apologize for that on KYNTV, but everything back to normal here at the Summit Activities Center. 22-17, Yankton trails Pierre here in set 3. Governors on the attack, nothing doing there. Out of system set, Kudera to Olsen, blocked at the net. And that is point number 23 here in set 3. It belongs to Novotny. Novotny. Her second block of the night. 23-17, serve up and over, dug out by Olsen. Bump set, Kudera, Gazelles out of system. Gutzman sends it over. Saved by Waldron. And now it's Pierre out of system. Lowe just sends it over to reset the defense. Nelson, near side set. Bestie pushes it over, nothing doing. Bump set for the Governors. Looking far side for Sheckaway, and she puts it away. Set point Pierre here in set 3. Serve up and over for the Governors. Dug out by Kudera. Bump set. Nelson looks for Gutzman. Too much on that one. And the attacking error means we're going to set 4 here at the Summit Activity Center. Pierre takes set 3, 25-17 over the Gazelles. Yankton still leads the match 2-1. But momentum, old cousin Mo is wearing green right now. We're back in 1 minute with your set break here, brought to you by Avera. Back in 60 seconds at the Summit Activity Center.
Is it time for a fresh look underfoot? Tired of worn out carpets or outdated flooring? Then you need to visit Country Carpet and Flooring in Pierre. We're your local experts for every style. From plush carpets and durable laminates to elegant hardwoods and luxury vinyl. Discover hundreds of options from top name brands, all with our friendly expert service. Visit Country Carpet and Flooring at 414 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call us at 605-224-9297. Country Carpet and Flooring. Your floor, your style, our expertise.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
KCCR Pierre, AM 1240 and 98.9 FM.
Welcome back here for your intermission break, brought to you by Avera. Visit Avera.org today. Looking at stats so far in this one, Allie Keys leads the Governors with 7 kills for her, 5 for Addison Novotny, as well as a pair of blocks. A couple kills for Alexa Sheckaway as well. As for the Gazelles, they're currently led in kills by Tyann Bestie. She's got 11 on the day, followed closely by 8 from Madison Gukaisen. Assist leader Brenna Elwood, she has 17 so far in this one. Berkeley Olsen leads with 4 aces. The ace leader in the match overall, though, belongs to the Governors, Hadley Hart. 5 aces, 4 of them coming in one stretch of serves in that third set. Yankton's got to clean things up. If they want to take a match victory here in set number 3. We've re-racked them here at the Summit Activity Center. First to 25 takes set 3. If Yankton gets there first, they win the match. If Pierre gets there first, we have a winner-take-all set 5 coming your way. Serve up and over to start things off. Pierre on the serve. Yankton, a little miscommunication there. They just send it over. Front set, goes far side, looking for Keys, blocked at the net. Pierre on the attack again. Dug out in the back line by Bestie. Bump set, Elwood looking near antenna, trying to find Berkeley Olsen. Hits a trio of Governors on its way through, and Berkeley Olsen, her first kill of set number 4, puts Yankton on top 2-1. Or 1-0. I was reading the sets list right there. 2-1 sets, 1-0 here in set 4. Front set, Molly Olsen goes to Keys, knocked over. Out of system go the Gazelles. Kudera with the set, looking for Bestie, saved away. Molly Olsen, back set, this time looking for Waldron, blocked at the net, saved away. Waldron with the bump set, out of system. Governors just send it over. Elwood with the front set, middle of the net. Nora Schramm beats the block of Lowe and gets the kill. 2-0. Yankton leads here in set number 4. Nora Schramm, her 5th kill of the match. 18th assist belongs to Brenna Elwood. Berkeley Olsen, her serve into the net. Make it 2-1. 2-1 here in set number 3. 2-1 in the match. Yankton has the advantage on both, but Pierre has the serve and the momentum after taking set 3, 25-17. Serve goes over, dug out by Kudera, set middle of the net. Nora Schramm puts Yankton back on top by 2. Quick fire there from Schramm. Her 6th kill of the match. 19th assist belonging to Brenna Elwood. Schramm will go back to serve. Schramm's serve is up and over and too far out of play. 3-2 your score after the service error. In all 3 sets so far, one of these teams was able to take a big lead early on. We saw a 9-1, 7-1 to open sets. A 4-2 to start things here after that service error. So a little closer than it has been out of the gate to open the set so far. See if one of these teams is able to pull away. Serve is over, but too far. Trying to find the back corner there was Elena Nelson. But the error leads to a point for Pierre. Serve is over. Back set. Nelson looking for Bestie. Bestie was arguing that it got tipped, but they're not going to get that ruling. It's an attacking error, and it leads to a point for Pierre. We're all knotted up at 4. 4 is the magic number right now. 4-4 in set 4. Here's the front set. Nelson, middle of the net. Drotzman can't make it 5-4. Back set. Waldron looking for Bushbaum there. Popped up, and it is a kill for Marina Bushbaum. Her first of this set puts Pierre on top. 5-4 here in set number 4. Serve is over. Dugout. Sent across from Nelson to Gutzman. Trying to return it over, and it goes out of play. It's going to be an error for Pierre. We're tied back up at 5. Substitution here. Lola Kienholz checks in, the senior. She replaces Allie Keys on the floor. Serve from Bestie, dug out by Hart. Kill attempt there from Shekaway, nothing doing. Nelson with the back set. Looks for Drotzman, diving effort. Pierce still scrambling. They're able to get it over. Saved by Drotzman. Back set. Nelson looking for Gutzman, blocked in the net. Nelson with another set. This time goes near antenna to Berkeley Olsen. Saved again by the Governors. And pushing it over, tipping the top of the net. It's a point for Hadley Hart. Hart makes a little chicken salad to put Pierre back on top. 6-5 here in set number 4. Serve up and over here for the Governors. It was Prunty on the serve. Nelson with the set, middle of the net. Gutzman can't put it away. Kill attempt, blocked to the net. That's Berkeley Olsen on the block, and the point for Yankton. Addison Novotny checking in, or checking out. Serve up and over for Yankton. Back set. Waldron looks for Bushbaum. Saved by Bestie in the back line. Nelson sets up Gutzman. Blocked to the net, but falls on Pierce's side. That's a kill for Gutzman and the Gazelles. Yankton back on top, 7-6. It's been a blow-for-blow 4th period so far. 4th set between these two teams. Kudera with the serve. Kienholz pops it up and sent over by Shekaway. Set middle of the net, looking for Schramm, saved away. Kudera saves it back for Yankton. Now going near side on the set, Berkeley Olsen powers through the block and gets the kill. 15th assist of the night for Elena Nelson. Another kill for Berkeley Olsen. She's up to 7 now by my count. Has a block and 4 aces. So he goes up and over. Front set goes far side here, looking for Lowe, and that's going to be a kill for Alyssa Lowe. Lowe able to beat the block there. The assist belongs to Waldron. Back to a one-score differential. Yankton leads 8-7. Serve is over. Diving save from Kudera. Nelson sets up at the far antenna to Gutzman. Pierre not able to return it back over. Point for the Gazelles. Brenna Elwood and Madison Gukaisen check in. Gutzman and Nelson check out. That was the 16th assist for Elena Nelson. 9-7, Yankton leads Pierre. Serve gets over, dug out by Hart. Front set, going middle of the net. Alyssa Lowe has her kill blocked. It was Gukaisen and Schramm there. Both of them now at 3 total blocks in this one, and Yankton leads by 3 here in set number 4. 10-7 your score. Serve up and over. Popped up by Hart. Bump set for Molly Olson. Sent over. Elwood with the set, middle of the net. Yankton on the attack, and that one's for a kill. Nora Schramm. Up to 7 kills in this match for Nora Schramm. Timeout taken on the 4. And we'll take it with them. It's brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be wiser and go with Kaiser. Yankton leads Pierre 11-7. Scoreboard update from SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. We're back in 30 seconds here at the Summit Activity Center.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. 11-7 your score. Yankton up 4 on Pierre here in set number 4. Brenna Elwood to serve for the Gazelles, and it's going to be a service ace for the Gazelles. A player for Pierre, Marina Bushbaum, is getting taped up here along the sideline, and that one almost went off of her. She's getting checked on by a trainer. We'll keep an eye on that. Yankton now up 12-7, a 5-point advantage for the Gazelles in set 4. Potentially deciding set 4 if Yankton gets to 25 first. And blocked back at the net, Madison Gukaisen. It was a kill attempt there, or just a pushover trying to get it and reset for Waldron. But Gukaisen